Whoa. I said, whoa. Fix this, bro. What's good with y'all boys? Now I'm back with another Kidd Reaction, baby. Man, what's good? I told y'all I'm going to switch up the content for y'all today, man. Now, look. What we got here today is say these regular guys challenge the NBA player and instantly regret it. So, you know, I feel like hometown people, and what I mean by hometown people, like when they come back home, NBA players, somebody always want to play them. You feel me? Somebody always want, man, I'm trying to play, yo. Even people, you know, around, but I seen it, you know, here first when, like, I'm from Baltimore, so a lot of people probably want to play Will Barton and Kill Carl. Like, man, he ain't nice. So that's what this is, basically. They always, people challenging NBA players and instantly regret it. NBA players hold a high level of skill, bro. Their training is very different from, like, regular training. So I ain't going to talk your head off. Let's just get straight to the reaction. If y'all new to the channel, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let's get into it.
Have you ever watched an NBA game and thought to yourself, you know, under the right circumstances, if I maxed out all of my abilities and put all my efforts into this sport, I think I could play in the league. Regardless of how unrealistic this is, I'm sure we've all had this thought before. We all love the game and we'd all love to play it at the highest level. But for 99.9% of us, this dream will forever remain just that, a dream. Because the gap between most of us and an NBA player is massive. In fact, it could be difficult to understand just how much better the average NBA player is compared to the average Joe. Luckily for us, every once in a while an NBA player will take the time to show us just how much better they really are.
Against regular people.
A few weeks ago, a high school basketball player challenged Brian Scalabrine, former NBA player and basketball GOAT, to a game of one-on-one. The kid was confident, so confident that he even bet his own shoes on the game. Now, this kid looks to be a solid 6'2", 6'3", with some good skill and athleticism. Probably better than the average high school hooper. On the other hand, Scalabrine is a 43-year-old who's been retired for nearly a decade. But there's levels to this. So on the first possession, the high schooler tries to create space with a little hezzy pull-up and gets stuffed. At this point, the game was already over.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, hey.
Get off me. Ooh. Tough.
After what probably felt like the longest 5 minutes of the kid's life, Brian Scalabrine beat the high schooler 11-0.
It's on TikTok too.
Now, I'm sure there's some clips of the kid getting more shots up on Brian, but his friends decided to only include the clips of Brian
him killing them.
Now, Scal could have easily used his size on every possession, but to really make an example out of the young buck, he got into his bag instead. This isn't even fair. Keep in mind, Brian is a relatively out-of-shape 43-year-old.
Like I told you, man, NBA players hold a certain level of skill, bro. Like, they do, man. I ain't gonna let's get back to the video, bro.
9 years removed from the NBA, Brian wasn't even an average NBA player. No offense to the man, but when I tried to search up his stats on Basketball Reference, Brian was so low on the leaderboard that he didn't even come up. His name literally doesn't appear. So instead, I had to go over to the ESPN archives and dig through hundreds and hundreds of players until I finally found old Brian on the last page of the league.
I don't even know who
Out
is,
of 479 players in the NBA that season, Brian ranked 464th.
Ooh.
464th. In fact, in Brian's last season in the NBA,
now I remember him.
Just 32 points.
He was like a three-point shooter, bro.
He scored just 20, and in the season before that, he scored 78. In fact, Brian scored less points in his entire 11-year NBA career than James Harden scored last season.
Oh my God!
In the first 45 games of the season. In Scal's last season in the NBA, he was worse at scoring the ball than 97% of NBA players.
Man, look.
And here he is.
He killing somebody there, but you make it. Once you make it to the NBA, bro, respect. He made it to the NBA. It's so hard to get to that league, bro. If you ain't an amazing player or tough, and it's crazy because even some college players that you like, oh, they real nice, they tough. They get to the league, it'd be a totally different story, man. Totally different story, man.
9 years later, shooting hoops in his spare time and still absolutely smoking an above average hooper.
Oh my God.
This, ladies and gentlemen, is what I like to call perspective. It's something that you need in order to grasp exactly where you stand in the world of sports. and yet it's something that a lot of sports fans lack. We all know that one guy that swears he would have went to the league if he didn't get injured, or he got more playing time, or if he was 6 inches taller. That's me saying that. I'm not one guy. But all jokes aside, sometimes we just need to get walked by real NBA talent to know exactly how good these guys are. Like in 2017, when a 22-year-old Fred VanVleet went one-on-one against 2 other hoopers. Now, these other hoopers were far from average. One of them was Marcus Posley, a guard in the G League.
Okay.
The other hooper was Jordan Poole, who is now a contributing player on the Warriors, but at the time was an 18-year-old fresh out of high school as the 51st top prospect in the entire country. 2 elite basketball players, one a professional in the G League, the other a top high school recruit with 5 inches on VanVleet. Both of them far, far better than everyone at your local gym. Take a wild guess at how these one-on-ones went.
Killed them. Get on me. Cash. Step back. Jordan Poole is tough now, though. Left hand. Hey, honey. Hey. And one.
It went pretty much exactly how you would expect. VanVleet, going half speed, was still on another level. Just look at how easy he gets to his spots.
Yeah, he is getting through them so easy, bro.
In a King's Court format, Poole finished with 3, Posley finished with 7, and VanVleet finished with 19, and didn't even break a sweat in the process. Look at this bucket here. Come on, dog. This man literally isn't even trying.
He pushing
Today,
them too, like they too little.
As a killer point guard with a championship and a 54-point performance under his belt. But back in 2017, Fred was hardly a rotational guy for the Raptors, averaging just 8 minutes and 3 points per game. This guy is 6 feet tall on a good day, can hardly get playing time in the league, and here he is completely sleepwalking through 2 elite basketball talents like it's nothing. Perspective. And I would like to say that for the most part, NBA players don't even give us average Joes the time of day. Only once in a blue moon do they bring their busy days to a halt to show some washed up hack just how delusional he is. But far more often, these pros don't even listen to the chatter. Well, all of them but Scalabrine. Brian doesn't just listen to us average Joes, he makes a show about it and proceeds to embarrass our fellow average brethren for the world to see. Seriously, this was a real thing. This actually happened. In 2013, on a show called The Scallenge, which is pretty much the greatest name for a show in the history of shows, Brian Scalabrine didn't just play random guys one-on-one and take their shoes. This man handpicked contestants via video submissions, brought them onto his own show, created apparel and merchandise for the show, and even had his own sideline crew to call the action. This is
that's dope, though. I never knew this.
Peak all-time pettiness from Scal. And I love it. Imagine sending a video to a former NBA player, calling him out on his game and saying you could beat him, and probably assuming you won't actually get picked. And then next thing you know, you're suited up in a gym checking the ball up to a 6'8" NBA champion. Now, some of these video submissions were complete satire, but for every guy trying to crack some jokes, there was a hooper who actually felt like he had a chance against Scal. The 3 contestants he chose were Matt Tomaszewski, Rich Morantis, and Jake Fay. Now, Mr. Tomaszewski wasn't your average hooper. Matt was a 6'8" forward who started at Syracuse just a year before this one-on-one. The second challenger, Rich, was actually a really good hooper back in his day, a former D2 player and also a former pro in Australia. The last challenger, Jake Fay, well, Jake is the epitome of an average player who had nothing but what I assume are a few rec league trophies in his submitted video that he literally did drills around. 3 challengers, 1 Scalabrine, and a 0% probability that anyone stood a chance.
Matt Tomaszewski, a graduate of Syracuse where he played basketball. Rich, it's a good size matchup. They're almost identical in physical appearance.
I watched him in warm-ups. He can
So
hit
they both like
threes
the same
all
height.
day, but the question is, does he have the speed? Does he have the quickness to take on the Vanilla Godzilla?
Elbows up.
How about that? How about that?
Positioning.
Ooh.
Bing. That's a nice spin move. And
Goes back for the 3. Oh, red. Oh,
interesting.
Tough.
hey.
Brini, what a contest.
Hey, seriously?
Well, that went about as terrible as I thought it would. Let's see how Jake did.
Where I'm from, I'm called the Great White Hope.
Because I wear hoop uniforms.
There ain't gonna be
He gonna get
This
killed.
guy's gonna suck. Oh, okay. Well, that's not bad. All right.
That's decent.
Wow. I think this guy might be a keeper.
And he got his trophies out.
He got going over his trophies.
Scout, what do you think?
No, it's decent.
Give
Good
me that.
athlete. It's a guy, we're going to pick this guy. I like it. Make sure you bring your trophies. This is the guy we want.
No,
Scout,
he didn't. He got fouled.
Jake. Oh, that's just embarrassing. Oh! There you go.
Ooh, la.
There you go. Go for the dunk, baby. Oh!
Kill him.
Fadeaway jumper. It's in.
And it is the shutout as he predicted, as he wanted. Brian Scalabrine takes out Jake Fay.
Yep, pretty much what I thought. Rich, let's see what you can do.
As much as I would have to guard him, he'd have to guard me.
Right. I think the black dude gonna do a little decent. He too big for him. He too big for him. My bad, y'all. Get off me. Hold on, pretty girl. All right, hold on. Killed him.
You walk away with a shutout. What did you take from the game?
Well, I missed that first shot that I should have made. And after that, I just couldn't get the shot going. Really, it's kind of where it is.
Okay, that was terrible. Breaking news. NBA players, even old, washed up, retired ones, are way, way, way better than any of us. And I would like to say that after torching these 3 contestants, everyone's ego came back down to earth. But no. Instead, and I'm not joking when I say this, the sideline crew decided to get in on the action and challenge Brian to a game of 3-on-1.
Oh my gosh.
Sideline crew. Yes.
They look like they are
3
trash though.
average middle-aged men versus 1 former NBA player. Based on what you've seen so far, how exactly do y'all think this went down?
Killed them. Oh my gosh. Hold on, bro. I don't care. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe LeBron or KD. Oh, man. But my sideline crew gotta be actually decent. What y'all think in the comment section? Can one NBA player beat 3 of your peoples? My confidence, I'm going to say hell no. You feel me? We going to give your buckets. And we fouling them. Gotta be LeBron or somebody real big because we whacking, yo. And I'm getting the big man. Give me that.
Why are you tripping like that?
The bucket. She killing them too. Scalabrine, I remember him now. He was a shooter.
Oh boy. I mean, I would really like to say that these guys put up a decent fight. But
I don't know.
This is what happens when average Joes try to go against an NBA player. In fact, this is what happens when an average hooper, a former D1 player, and even a former overseas guy go against an NBA player. In the off chance that you ever get to actually play an elite talent on this level, it's just not gonna go well for you. So shout out to Brian, Fred, and any other NBA player who has taken time to scorch the normal guys, for giving us perspective that we desperately need but often refuse to accept. Let me know in the comments below. And be honest, how well do you think you would do in a game of 1-on-1 against an NBA player? And even better, who exactly do you think you would have the best shot at beating? Hope you all enjoyed. And as always, until next time.
Man, who I think I had the best sign of beating? I say Earl Boykins. But I mean, y'all let me know who y'all think y'all can beat. And do y'all think y'all actually can beat an NBA player? NBA player is the highest skill, bro. The highest skill. So if y'all new to the channel, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, baby. I'm out.